Things are definitely getting pretty spooky in Minneapolis. I actually thought that Saturday night was going to be kind of the bad night, the explosive night, the night where things really got out of control. But last night, they were chasing down journalists, attacking their car. They brought, I guess you would call them improvised weapons. I'll show you kind of their methodology and what they're going, what their plans were. They're stalking journalists. Now, remember, these people are supposedly there to protest ICE. Why would they care if journalists Nick Sortor or Cam Higbee were there? It is absolutely crazy. Let me show you. I want to start with this lunatic. By the way, I appreciate everyone tuning in to this coverage. I know it's a lot on one topic, but it's kind of an important deal right now. If you're enjoying the coverage, please leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe or follow. It helps the channel immensely. Turn notifications on if you haven't yet. It helps so much. So this is Cam Higbee confronting an individual who stalked him. Look at this stuff.
You think it's permissible for people to attack me, and that's covered under self-defense, even if I don't strike them first?
I think that there's an argument to be made during such terrible times as these that like opposition forces could be justified. Yeah,
With attacking or killing people that don't agree with them.
Potentially, yes, yeah, I think so.
Attacking or killing people that don't agree with them is permissible during times like
these.
Well,
can I give you like a philosophical example? Like if I ran into a room and I said, "Oh my God, there's a guy in the hallway. He's trying to kill me," and then you like ran out and like to defend me because we were buddies. You like killed that guy or hurt him or whatever you did. Like I'd be culpable for anything you did to him.
No, you wouldn't.
Because of the lies that I've told.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that you're
no, I don't think so.
Ideologies that are in this analogy, similar to running into the room and saying it's those immigrants out there. I don't think so. It's this.
What ideas am I spreading? Was I spreading any ideas today?
You're spreading the idea that you should watch that video and think that Jonathan Ross is.
Was I spreading that idea today, or was I? You
spread that idea to me.
No, you asked me what my opinion was, and I told you.
Yes.
Because you asked.
Yes.
Right. So was I going around?
So here you are on this.
So he has an opinion that he doesn't like, so he thinks it's permissible to take his life.
Street talking about it. I'm talking about it.
Was I going around telling people that opinion?
What?
Was I going around telling people that opinion?
You told me.
You asked.
You asked. Did I tell anyone that opinion?
Yeah, we come out in the street, we talk about things.
Did I tell anyone who didn't ask?
We talk about the fact that this guy doesn't think Renee Good was murdered and he likes ICE.
This guy is literally stalking me.
These people, he's trying to agitate right here against him, by the way.
Looking after my neighbors, man. Like, you support ICE, you don't think Renee Good was murdered. And
you think that it would be acceptable for somebody to hurt or kill me?
No, I didn't say that.
You did. You said that you think that it's acceptable for opposition forces to hurt or kill people who don't agree with them.
Not like.
And you are intentionally,
intentionally
following me around and telling opposition forces that I don't agree with them.
Yes, I'm exercising my First Amendment right to name and shame you.
You think that it would be acceptable for people to hurt or kill me?
That's exactly why he's doing it. He's following him around, and he's telling people he supports ICE because he wants people to attack him. Again, this is yet another liberal, brain-rotted loser who thinks that they're so smart. Like, I was just telling all these aggressive attackers that this guy's an enemy. I don't know why would people hurt or attack him? That's crazy talk. That they just play stupid, right? And then what happens a few hours later? Well, Nick Sortor was attacked by a crowd outside Bishop Henry Whipple building in Minneapolis. Videos surface. A viral video now shows conservative influencer Nick Sortor being attacked by a mob outside of the Bishop Henry Whipple Federal Building in Minneapolis, Minnesota. A video is doing the rounds on social media that shows, they keep saying he's conservative. It doesn't really, he's just there filming. I don't think he's there to agitate with the crowd. I think he's just there to film things, to see, to get different perspectives, it's his job. He's a reporter. I don't think it's actually all that crazy for him to be able to do his job, just like anybody else there with their cell phones, right? The video shows a few men wearing all black physically attacking Sortor as he fights to free himself from their grip. Some of them have their faces covered. Right behind you here. Got unmasked. Got unmasked. Anybody know this guy? Anybody know this guy?
Back up, dude! Back up! Sorry. I was just assaulted. Back up!
Up. The other side of this, by the way, is that this is them surrounding his car. Smearing stuff on his car so he can't see, I imagine that's what that is.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Somebody was jumping on his car. There, she tried to block him in. I mean, is this what you would call a peaceful protest? By the way, it goes on for longer here. Oh, and by the way, they spray painted his car and broke out his windows. We're gonna see that too. Why do you need spray paint if you're there just to peacefully protest?
Cute.
Get out of the way! Get out
Look at this guy's face.
of the way!
And then watch this person appear, pull to try and cut him off. It's almost like they're coordinating. And by the way, here's the damage to the vehicle. And here's another interesting thing. I wonder if I've got video of it later. They're training videos. But what you'll also notice is, so they threw trash back there, whatever. But what they're doing is they're improvising weapons. They're freezing bottles of water to throw.
Yeah, so just so everybody knows here, so you have these frozen water bottles. These are the two that you saw. They threw through. Right there and right there. Luckily, there were headrests in the way. If these things... Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have been touching that stuff. Maybe there's fingerprints. That said, I'm not sure the Minneapolis police give a rip.
Right here. Actually, there might be fingerprints on that one.
No.
Yeah, leave that one. Actually, we need to bag that one up. But anyway, yeah, so these are frozen solid. Still, hours later. And if they were to have gone through, if I would not have driven away, they would have thrown them through and they would have hit us straight in the head. And we both may not be here but we found these in the truck later. After we drove away, we ran to the Egon police station.
And again, like, he has reported that the local police were helpful. You know, throwing frozen water bottles at cars, trying to hurt somebody while preaching about compassion. Interesting priorities. They hate national borders, but they love trash can pallets and roadblocks in their own neighborhoods. I mean, the whole thing is bonkers. On top of that, police have detained the reporters because the rioters called 911 on them. They also claimed that they were armed. Rioters told Minneapolis PD that we have weapons. The rioters repeatedly threatened to take our lives.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
I mean, they told the sheriff, sorry. It's very, very, very interesting. essentially they were swatting them, trying to get, you know, an aggressive response from law enforcement when they knew. Now, the thing is, these people are just going to keep doing whatever the hell it is that they want to do because the police don't arrest anybody, or at least they don't arrest anybody in any kind of reasonable amount of time. You know, I don't really know how else you can look at this stuff and think that this is a good idea. Like that, not arresting these people, like you don't get to surround somebody's car. Now, and what if he had to, you know, run one of these people over? I would have totally supported it. They don't get to detain you. Essentially, they're kidnapping you. I would think, right? If they do that to you and you can't leave the scene, they have kidnapped you. And I feel like you should be allowed to, you know, free yourself. You know, again, one of the things that leftist militants refuse to understand is the more you harass, threaten, and try to take my life, the longer I stay around. Ask Portland how arresting me went. Their riots outside the ICE facility never recovered. You picked a fight with the wrong guy tonight. He also wrote, to be clear, Nick Sortor did not initiate any physical contact with anyone. We only left our vehicle when rioters attacked or clashed with agents. Our job is to film. They would mob and attack us every single time. We did our best not to engage with them. Obviously, they repeatedly initiated physical contact with us. This says Andrew Mercado, the editor-in-chief of Mercado Media, wrote in response to Higree's claim that protesters had, quote, boxed Sortor in with their cars. There was nobody behind them, so they could have left at any time. Tonight before Nick, they don't have to. They don't have to leave. They have every right to be there. And this again, you know, this is a guy got 200 likes. He had to dig deep to find a total nobody. Okay. A total nobody to like support their, you know, the protesters had called the police and were preventing them from leaving the scene. Wrong. That is 100% not. I mean, we see the video evidence. It's 100% lie. The whole thing is bonkers. And, you know, I don't know why we're another week in practically here and we still don't have the National Guard swarming those streets. It's absolutely out of control and a failure of leadership from the top to the bottom. I hope you were informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.